Them Damn Mexicans presents TDM Talk.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of TDM Talk. I'm your host, David of Them Damn Mexicans. Make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel as you guys have been doing. We appreciate you guys, man. All the love that you guys show. Shout out to our viewers in in Canada and the UK that tap in with us. We appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for listening and watching and all that, man. Find us on Spotify, all the streaming platforms, Apple Podcast and whatnot. Shout out to our sponsor, Barrio Land, man, for the drinks. You want some good alcoholic drinks, mix? I don't know what you call them, cocktails, mocktails is what he called. I'm not sure. I probably messed that up, but I'm sorry, bro. I'll get it right. This is our first episode with them as sponsors. They got some really good drinks. I'm not saying that because they're our sponsor. I'm saying that because it's the truth. Today we have four very special guests, but we're doing it in two parts. Today we have Erica and Jesse off the chain.
Think it's a game.
From the Queen's Paradise Car Club, correct?
Are they looking at us?
Quesadillas fajitas, right?
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. How you ladies doing today?
Great, amazing, blessed.
Blessed. Let's talk about this car club. So actually shout out to Powder. She introduced me.
Man, that lady is A1.
That's my homegirl.
Like, straight the fuck up, yeah.
Yeah, hey, God, give it.
She's badass. Like the day we ran into her at the shoot, I said, "Girl, you powder," and she goes, "Yes." And then I just started going off on the song, and she's like, "Oh my God!" I never heard somebody just go off on the lyrics. Like when I was there, I wanted to meet her so bad, and now we're cool. Like we're friends.
We automatically
Wait, so y'all didn't know her to be?
Not that day, but we
the day
this
she
year.
introduced us to you, we had already met her once
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
under the bridge.
It was a video shoot for Low Life.
Low Life.
Okay.
We met her there. I had just had my son. My son was maybe like 2 or 3
He was
weeks
baby.
old. We showed up. She was there, and we just clicked. It was just like it's like we've been knowing each other forever. And to me, I was like, wow, because my very first car show that I ever went to when I was about maybe 13 years old, when I was in junior high, I was there, and the performers was SPM, Powder, Pimpstress, Grim, Low G,
Oh, wow.
and yes. So, I mean, to me, she's like, wow, that's her. Like, I couldn't believe it. And now we're on a first name basis. Like, that's my girl. Like, we're supporting each other.
She introduced us to you. Like she was, y'all come over here.
She was like, you need to be introduced, interviewing them. And
No, that day
I thought that was so tight.
oh my God.
I was gonna go anyway. And then I was at home and I literally had honestly forgot about it. And then I saw Powder go live from there. And actually the guy that was just here before you guys, I saw him in the background. I saw Sam Knight and a few other people I knew in Manic Beats Media. And I was like, damn. I said, man, that's today. I said, you know what? I'm on my way. She said, come on, bro. Come out here. I said, man, bet. I'll pull up, finally find her. Because I don't know where she was at. They were like, well, she's around here somewhere. So we get to talking. She starts telling me about you guys. She goes, you have to meet them. She goes, come on. So she takes me right to where you guys,
Tight.
and we start talking and we hit it off. I was like, oh yeah, I said, we got to do an interview.
So I knew she was going to be there. So when I pulled in, I was driving the black Cadillac.
Yeah, the black Cadillac.
Okay.
I was driving
She
in.
has 2 Cadillacs.
So I was driving in, and I put it on the one in a
The new-
million.
the
But
remix.
That
whole
whole
go
hits
hard.
And
Yes.
with Bane,
Especially if you're like in a
that
vibe, you know what I'm
part right
saying?
there, the sounds are
That's fucking
unmatched.
badass.
That's the one y'all was in, right? Y'all was
Black
driving in?
one,
Yeah.
So when I came in, I said, Orlando, I'm putting it on this song,
It's like,
and I'm gonna crank it all the way up
Reminds me of,
because I
like,
wanted it to be. I wanted her to see that, like, hey, we're supporting your song.
she wasn't
Like,
even there
I
yet.
love it. Hey, I was jamming it all day because it sounded so good with the speakers.
As the girl, she just showed up. She's like, what the fuck? She didn't hear me
So
playing
anyways,
it.
I was like, so we pulled in, right, singing this, jamming
Throw
the
it
song
off.
and everything. So we're there, we get off, we're mingling and everything, and then she's like, oh, I just got here. I'm like, girl, you didn't see me pull into your song? What a waste.
I couldn't stop laughing. It wasn't a waste because I was
It
like,
wasn't a waste because I
you
was
know,
doing
it's like
that
a fucking vibe for real. She's dope.
That was an amazing night.
And I think it's like that she treats us like we're the motherfucking queens. Girl,
you're the star.
like superstar.
That's what I love
that's
most
super
about her.
tight.
Because when I first met her, she was so. I gave her one of our shirts and said, "Hey, big fan, whatever." And we interviewed her a couple of weeks ago, and
I saw
and
it.
the episode aired, and it did really well. But I say that again. I told her I was like, "Look, well, I remember that era. I remember seeing you on TV in the music videos, hearing you on the radio, and then now we're like cool. Now I text you, now I FaceTime you. When we're
She be tagging me on things. I'm like, oh my god! I tell my kids, oh my god, the song that we always sing? That's her.
yeah, she even
That's
came
my
out.
jam.
Yeah,
Like, those are my jams.
Yeah, those are your jams. The soundtrack to your life, huh?
Literally
takes me all the way back to junior high.
straight up.
So let's.
You wanna fuck with me? Understand it's not for free. It's like erotica royale.
Man, look at that.
That's real life shit, and she's just like chilling with us.
Yeah.
She makes me be all like, cut the foolery. It's tight.
Yeah.
And then she played the song at the wrong time. Stop it. She was like, I wanna hear a car with some bang. I said, oh, her car.
Yeah.
So then she hops in the car. That's the wrong
Because she got the song, the Bang Bang song, and she was like, I want to hear that.
No, the thing is, I had accidentally the sounds were off. It wasn't even at its best, and I was like, how shameful.
I'm not gonna lie. It really, I was like, this should be banging harder than this, but maybe because we got a bunch of girls in this motherfucker. Like we were stealing the bang.
Something messed up. I don't know. I don't know how to mess.
There was a lot of bitches we were out there doing whole rat.
Hey, all I could say was that was so dope, and we took video of it, and we recording y'all going up and down. It was such a dope night, dope vibes. It was just
Baby Bash. Was
Did you see when Baby Bash walked up and gave homegirl in the car his blunt or whatever?
No, I didn't. I missed that part.
Which one?
He passed it to me, but I'm like going through some weird shit. I was like, I can't smoke. Baby Bash gives me his shit, and I pass it to the girl next to me like a bunk ass bitch. It's not my fault. I'm growing up right now. I'm going through a phase of boredom.
Who was it
that girl with the red hair that was shaking her ass at the park? You remember her name Veronica or Vanessa or something?
Vanessa.
Something with a V.
Something with a V.
This is for Tanisha, Kenisha, Lil Mama, and her friends.
But hey, I'm gonna tell you this: like that, we definitely had a good time. But so what intrigued me the most was like that what she was telling me and speaking to y'all about the car club, right? What role do y'all play in that in the car club? Like what?
Do you want to go or you want me to go? Go ahead. We are considered the OG members of the car club.
Okay.
Because
we're the first all-lady lowrider car club in Houston.
With our own cars.
Yes.
Where everybody has their own car.
There are other lady lowriders, and they're in clubs, but it's co-ed.
Yeah.
Men and women. So we're the first all ladies.
Okay.
Queen's Paradise Car Club. Follow us on Instagram.
Please do.
Yeah, make sure we're gonna put the link in the description where they can follow y'all.
I always try 100% to support women, La Raza, everything. I'm all about supporting.
Yeah.
I'm always showing up. Getting to know people, introducing myself, asking, what do you do? What is it that you do? How can I support you? You know? And it's not about because I want support, but that's just my nature. I'm in marketing. I'm in networking. That's what I do. And it's fun for me and I love it. I'm so passionate about it.
How long have y'all had the car club?
A little over a year.
A little over a year. Okay. I honestly love that. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, y'all got to come tell y'all story about how it came together.
And it happened so fast.
Like this. I prayed about it.
It happened so fast.
How?
I mean, just the way that it started, the way that we bonded, just how everybody's lives came together. And it just seemed like when we all got together and became friends, everybody's life just elevated. It just elevated. Like we all started prospering, not just with the club, but personally,
in life,
career-wise, everybody just took off. And that just goes to show you guys that like you really have to be mindful about who you have in your circle. It's
preach.
Who you know. It is who you know, and it's vibes, it's chemistry. Once you're around the right people and y'all Man, y'all are vibing. It's all up. It's all up, and there is nothing that can stop it. Not a hater, not nobody can stop what we got going on because what God has meant for you
Amen.
is
It's
meant
for you.
Amen.
and
Amen.
nobody can stop it. And we are living proof. ¿Verdad que
Oh.
sí? Period.
We literally
are
talk all day.
literally
long.
like it's
Voice
crazy.
message, text message. Bitch, let me call you real quick.
Before the club even came about,
Yeah.
I met this girl. So I started I've been in insurance a long time. I went on my own as an independent insurance agent. Ended up,
I could drink, right?
Yeah.
Bet.
ended up
She
coming
says it after her
about,
fifth drink. No.
My silent sip.
I ended up getting a position to where I was in marketing. So it wasn't my job just to be a slave behind a desk anymore. I had to go out there and do sponsorships and put my name out there with Allstate and stuff like this. So I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? I'm in Houston now. I'm from the country. I didn't know nobody. I went to Instagram and started just looking. I fell upon an organization called Chicano Boulevard.
Homie.
Hey, go follow them.
Yeah, shout out Chicano
I
Boulevard.
didn't know. I thought they had been around for a long time. But
That was
anyways,
like one of the,
I
that was the first year.
DM'd them and I said, look, this is what I'm doing. I want to sponsor you. Let's do this, right? They're like, okay, yeah, let's get together. We're having an event Saturday. Come check us out, introduce yourself, and we'll go from there. I Ubered over there because I'm like, I'm gonna drink. Period.
Think it's a game?
And it was
Sorry,
an
I say that a
Axel
lot.
wrap. It was a
Question: what's in the cup? No.
margarita.
Main
Stanley
hold
Cup.
up.
Yeah.
Drank up in my cup.
Man, hold up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we turning up on a Thursday.
So I go to the event, I get Ubered, I get dropped off, and I'm just standing there like, okay, whatever.
Minding her
I'm all
own damn
astroed
business.
out. I'm all astroed out. But I see everybody all choloed out, and I'm like, man, I fucking love this. Like, where have these people been all my life? So I'm just standing there looking for, like, I don't know who I'm looking for. Well, I see her vibing as fuck. She's
By
just
myself.
dancing and this and that. And I'm standing there like, kind of just standing there. So I go talk to her and I'm like, hey, can I buy you a drink? I'm here. This is what I'm
Baby,
doing.
you know I don't turn a fucking free
She
drink
went and
down.
ordered an adios motherfucker. I'm like, oh, me and her's friends. So she goes, I go to the bar and I'm like, get whatever you want. She orders that. So we're out there. We start dancing. We go order another drink. She gets another one.
Wait, what did she order?
Adios, motherfucker.
For those that don't know, like myself, what in the hell is that?
It's a strong ass motherfucking drink.
Adios, motherfucker. You order it's an ADM. I'm sorry I had to do that, but come on, 7 drinks.
No, you gonna shit.
It's called Adios, motherfucker. They put a little bit of everything in there, and it's like,
You only-
Adios,
You
motherfucker.
drink one, you're good. You drink two, you out of there.
You out of there.
She
I
had
had
Okay.
like 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was like, my company's paying for it all. I work for all. So I was like, huh? I don't understand. Let's go dance. Monday. So the way I know Chicano Boulevard, I'm part of the, I am a member of the Brown Berets of Texas, Southeast Texas. Sorry. So Isaac, who is one of the founders of,
He's the president.
yeah,
Okay.
of Chicano Boulevard, is the brother of the president of Brown Berets of Houston.
Okay.
Well, Southeast Tejas. And so that's how we met. So I was there supporting him because, he comes to all of the things that has to do with the Brown Berets. And I am fully aware that I haven't been as, present
Active.
with the Brown Berets. But because then I got into the lowrider thing and it's so time consuming and I'm actually building cars. I built 2 cars last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the 1981 El Camino. Hard. And people are probably like, oh, well, her boyfriend does paint and body. That don't mean anything. Because be like, you want it painted? Go sand that motherfucker. I had to block that El Camino 7 times, okay?
Oh wow.
Yes, 7 times and do all of that. It's not just like, oh, her dude. First of all, I buy my own materials because he's like, hey, this one. Not that he wouldn't. I'm sure if I said, no, you buy it, I'm sure he would buy it. But I want to be all like, feel like, oh, I'm that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
This is mine. You want to feel like it's your thing. That's why I haven't been as present
With the brown
Berets.
So what is the Brown Berets? What is that? What is that and what do they
It's
do?
a Chicano movement.
Okay.
and we, let's say me and you, we are brown people. And me and you, I'm assuming you, like myself, are Chicanos. And we're here, we're documented people. We can stand up and speak for the people who are afraid to speak,
Yeah.
who don't have the same rights as you and I do. If I go to jail right
Or
now
just don't really have the courage.
or don't have the courage, if I go to jail right now for standing up for people who can't, I'll be out in the morning. My mom has bail money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and so that's what we do. We go out, we protest, do all of these things for our people,
Mm.
for the
That's
communities,
dope.
and things like that. So when I first said, you know what, I'm gonna build my car, I told her, I was like, hey, matter of fact, that Cesar Chavez thing is coming up soon in Magnolia,
Mhm.
in Houston. It's coming up, I'm going to say, in a few weeks. It's always in March. I think it's at the end of March.
Okay.
It's going to be the individuals picnic the 23rd and 24th.
Okay.
But I think their thing is in the morning. So I'm not going to sign up because I know we're going to do the individuals thing, but I am going to show up. Even though they're expecting me probably not to, because I haven't been showing up to a lot of things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I still, if I have room where I can speak for our people or for a specific person who needs somebody to speak for them,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. That's
I'm
dope.
not gonna sit here
Yeah,
and
but the thing is all respect to them, but we're not here to, you know what I'm saying?
sorry,
Like,
but that's how I know.
No,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I
I'm
was
just
there.
saying, like,
Yeah.
but now, you know, the forces of nature put you to still have a platform.
Still have a
And,
platform.
you know, even though it's
Exactly.
not through them, you're still all about the people.
No, she's right. Because that's what the low riding means to me. It's culture, it's orgullo,
Yeah.
pride.
Yeah.
You work hard for what you have. Once you get it to look badass or whatever, you go and you get trophies for it, right?
That's
You
why I
actually
loved that day we were out there because that's what it was. It was
It was badass
a
vibes.
bunch of brown people just having a good time. Felt like family, even though I didn't probably know everybody, but but even when we
But you
met, it
feel
was like
comfortable.
cool. Yeah, I felt good.
Yeah,
I felt comfortable to be able to come over there and say hi and like, hey, I mean, I didn't
Absolutely.
waste no time. Like, hey, let's do an interview. Y'all were like, all right, hey, let's do it. Like we're down. Let us know. And so how did y'all decide who? I know y'all. I forgot who told me, but they were
It
like,
was me.
we talking about we can't decide who's gonna talk, so we're all gonna come up there.
Yeah, I wish the other girls could at least come in here and listen.
Yeah.
But it
In a
is
few
what it
minutes,
is.
we're
But
gonna.
back to Axelrad, that's where we became friends.
Okay.
And then that's how I got a sponsor to sponsor an event that Chicano Boulevard was
That's
doing.
right.
And then that's how that's how I came into the lowrider scene in Houston. And that's how we kind of started. And then I met my other half, and then he took me to a lowrider show. And then that's where I met our first lowrider show together. And that's where I met Vicky.
Okay.
And then, we became friends, and we started going to the same events. And then, she had this vision, and it's the right people at the right time at the
Literally.
right moment. And the next thing you know,
Literally.
we got a lowrider club. And next thing you know, it's just thriving. You know what I mean? So that's how it just, and we met first, but then
Yeah.
it just all
So I
came
knew
to circle.
Vicky.
It all came to circle.
I knew Vicky, and I have pictures with Vicky from like a couple years back, like at the different car shows, but we weren't like come to my mom's birthday party type of friends.
Yeah.
Like now,
Just like a hey, how you doing?
like I say, now we're this fucking tight, all of us.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna buy a car this year. I'm gonna buy a plaque right now because I'm tired of being a spectator. I'm buying a car. And that same day, the El Camino was for sale, so I bought it. And then I'm gonna say it was less than 3 weeks, and she goes, "Hey, so you know that girl Vicky with the Impala?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know her because she's always with like Victor and Cito in them." And I was like, "I know her because I've seen her I have pictures with her. I know who it is." She goes, "Well, she wants to start Loretta." I said, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, "Shut the fuck up," because that first thing I said it was like, "I don't, I mean, fuck that. I'm not gonna be in a car club. I'm not doing all of that. People got drama, blah blah blah." And I think it's been good for us. I don't feel like we've had drama. Anybody
That's
got
good.
time for that?
That's good.
Just to be we're a bunch of females don't mean.
Yeah, because I hear all the stories, and not just of, but just anywhere in the
That's
workplace, you know, where
crazy. This nigga's
women,
not crazier.
where so many women work
Anytime
together.
you get a group of women together, and I just say this because I worked in many offices where there was like a lot of women, it's always something. But it's about respect. I mean, having a respect, and we're all at this point pretty grown. We're not like 20 years old, 21 years old, and just still like figuring out who we are. At this point, we're all professionals, moms, we're grown ups. You know what I mean? And it's just there's no
Yeah.
really,
Nah,
of course
that's
things
yeah.
come up, but you gotta handle it as best as you can. And
I always say when
it.
you have an issue, no matter the gender, if you have an issue, nip it in the bud ASAP.
That's what I told her.
Because if you let it linger on,
Isn't that what I told you? If I say something that you don't like, tell me right there.
Yeah.
Because I want to be friends like forever. Like
Yeah.
she's cool as fuck, bitch. Like for real, she's cool as fuck.
yeah,
I love our conversation. Be like, oh, my car. Blah, blah. We'll have conversations about we just ordered door panels. We got a flat. The car didn't want to turn
my
on. Our
household,
conversation is all about cars.
in my household, is all about cars. My man, he's been low riding probably since about 12, 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
He built many, many cars. He is my mentor at the end of the day. I still would consider
so
myself like
cute.
a baby low rider. 'Cause I'm still learning. You know what I mean? Like when all
yeah.
when
No,
all
good.
when all this came about, and she wanted to start the club. He's like, I know you want to be in the club. He's like, take the red Cadillac, it's yours. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? So, people might say like, oh, well, she didn't build that car. I gave her that car. I don't care how I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Can I say
It's
anything I
history.
want?
Yeah.
Can I say anything?
You say what you want.
What I just finished saying that side. Bitch, if you don't gotta go suck all the dick you need to get your fucking window done.
No,
You
it's
gotta
not
suck
like
3
that.
dicks in the same week. It's not
We
like
have an
that.
extremely valuable
It's not like
relationship.
that. But let me tell you something. There's people that think that because like our fellas, our
Fellas, vatos.
our dudes got the ability or got the talent to know and to fix cars that we get in a free ride. It's not. It's not easy for her.
No, because
it's not easy for me.
you
I
can't-
literally gotta go fucking sand this shit.
You have to have a taste for it. Somebody can give you something all day long or whatever. You can be there all day long. But if you don't have,
If you
a-
can't
a
afford your
taste
window, go
for
suck a
it,
dick, and I
if you
guarantee
don't have a taste
the
for
nigga
it
at the
and
window
that-
place will hook your
if
ass
you're
up.
not
It's only
about the
$148.
lifestyle, then it's not gonna work.
I heard
out.
anal's $300.
It's not gonna work
For the
out.
prostitutes.
Woo!
I'm just saying it's not impossible. You're just not trying hard enough.
Quesadillas and fajitas.
It's a
Quesadillas
game.
fajitas. I love it.
Hashtag think it's a game.
Hashtag.
Fucking Shane Hernandez.
We're gonna put
bitch.
that as a hashtag now. So I have more questions, but I want to get them
I
in here
know.
so I can get their kind of side of the story, and then we'll figure out a way to kind of maybe try to get you guys all back in here at one point to kind of at the end to do the last minute shout outs in a few minutes. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Word to our sponsor. Shout out to Barrio Land Drinks.
Slim
Yeah.
Shady.
Sponsors.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back from commercial break. We had an interesting first half with Erica and Miss Quesadillas Fajitas. If you saw the first part, you already know what I'm talking about. So now we're here with Vicky and Lindsay. How you ladies doing?
Doing good, thank you. Thank you. For
Glad
having
y'all
us
were
on
able
the
to.
show.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all were able to come out because when I met them at the Baby Bash video shoot, Powder introduced us, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Let me, So I go and I don't think y'all weren't there, right?
I was.
You were.
I was. Yeah.
Did we meet?
I don't remember.
No, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't remember either.
Love powder, by the way. Yeah, that's our girl.
Oh yeah, I think we spent the first 5 minutes talking about Powder in the first portion of it. Yeah, she was awesome, man. So yeah, when I said, when we got to talking, I was like, oh, we got to have y'all on, and they're like, okay, we'll run it by. I think they were talking over with you, and
Yeah.
then, so now we made it happen. So I'm glad that,
Honored. Thank
yeah,
you.
we were able to come out. I appreciate y'all because I respect what y'all do, what y'all have going on. So let's talk about Queen's Paradise. We talked about it briefly in the first portion, but
Yeah.
tell us how it started, why, and we'll go from there.
I've been in the car scene for over 14 years, and I'm on my third build of my car, and so I honestly just this is like a lifestyle. So I was like, I wanted to, back when I started, there wasn't a lot of lady lowriders. It was, just mostly men.
Yeah.
And so I actually I got I had a friend, and I was in her car club with her husband, and she was like my mentor, and she was actually my best friend. She actually passed away not too long ago.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear
Yes,
that.
and so thank you. And so honestly, she took me under her wing, and she was a lowrider diva. Like everybody knew her. Everybody, like, she inspired so many people, and she inspired me. And honestly, when I met her, I was, on 22-inch wheels. I had screens in my car.
Yeah.
I had like 6 screens. I had like, 215s in the back. I had like candy paint, and I was like, I saw her with her lowrider, and I was like, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
And so she inspired me. I was in her club with her and her husband, John Almanza. And so I was like, this is what I like to do. And so my next build was like, okay, I want to get a lowrider now. And so I got an 84 Cutlass Supreme, and I was like, well, and so it was just nice having that, that getaway. And then when you get in your car, there's no other feeling.
Yeah.
Sure. And so I was like, this is what I want to do. And as the years went by, like I said, there wasn't a lot of women out there, and I was like, that's something that I want to do. And so now that I always knew Lindsay, like I would always say hi to her. I always saw her, and so it just it was in my heart to do something like this, to like empower women and to have other women. I'm like, maybe they just don't know, like, where to go for things. And, being in the community for so long, I feel like I made those connections with people. I have a lot of the homies who like have helped me along the way. Like everything that I know, like I have to thank so many. I couldn't even begin to tell you how many people have helped me with different things, with the car and the knowledge that and advice that they continue to give me. So, now I'm like, well, this is something that I want to do for other women. And so meeting Erica and meeting, Lindsay and Quesadilla, and we just all kind of came together. And I mean, we're just like some cool chicks.
It's been an experience for
So
sure.
it's amazing. It's like a sisterhood, and it's also, you just have, other people that enjoy doing what you like to do, and love what they do, and so it's awesome.
And what is your role in the car club?
I'm the president.
The president.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I knew that. I just wanted to say.
You just want to hear it.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah, she's the
So
one that started it all.
okay. What about Miss Lindsay over here? What?
So I come from a family of racing mostly. Quad racing, big truck racing, car racing, all of that. My dad also built, he had a custom 359 Peterbilt.
Okay.
So watching him style different things and throw his own flavor on stuff was kind of what I guess inspired me into it. But then I met my husband, and he has a 51 Chevy Deluxe. And when we saw my car, I was like, I want it. I want it bad. I didn't let up on it. Finally got it, and that's my baby, like for real.
Yeah, I loved hearing the passion. Like I can hear it in y'all. Like when you talk about these cars, like it's like a baby.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think I talk about baseball like that, or like with what I do with my brand and whatnot, which is I think a lot of similar. Looking out for the raza, for our culture, for our people, doing something positive and bigger than what we can even imagine.
Exactly.
So yeah. And what is your role in the car club?
Just a member right now.
She's like, I'm the killer. I'm the killer.
Yeah. Left that
I'm
out.
the quiet one.
You're the crying one.
Yeah, so it's
She's
a lot of fun.
sweetheart.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm the shy one for sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known that. Well, you're on camera. Look, you're not that shy. If you can get on camera.
Look, it's a big front I'm putting on right now.
Nah, because we get people like I know people that have great stories and great businesses, and I'm like, hey man, we got to sit down for an interview. They're like, no, I can't. Like I would just stutter. I would just,
Yeah.
they're just shy, especially when the cameras start rolling, and this is pre-recorded, so it's not like we used to go live in the very beginning. So once you go live, it's different because they're watching you in real time.
Exactly.
If you mess up, we would like when sometimes I'd be like. Sometimes I'd be like, and they're like, that boy sound stupid. And I'm like, But again, I want to say how much I just love and respect what y'all do. So when Powder told me that what y'all had going on, I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm like, she's like, you got to meet them. So she took me over to where they were at, and that's how we started connecting the dots, and I was like, man, this is so dope because there you don't find too often women who are into cars.
Right.
Most of them don't really know about cars or anything. So hearing what y'all are saying is kind of like, damn, I don't know what that means.
It can be very intimidating, especially because it's such a male predominant
Yeah.
scene, which is cool. And they've all, luckily, like, the scene in Houston, the guys are so helpful. They're so welcoming. But it's still very intimidating when you have your car out, when you're trying to park it. Oh, my God. When you're trying to reverse it and not hit someone else's car and everybody's watching you. Like, it's very intimidating, but it's nice to have an actual group of women that you can go to and confide in. And, like, I mean, we send each other stuff about our cars all the time. All the time. That's what we talk
every
about.
day.
Yeah. More than anything. I just bought this. I just got this. My car did this.
Yeah.
So
That's so dope, man.
It's really cool.
Just to maybe be a fly in the group chat, because I know about the group chat. I'm not gonna tell you who told me about it, but I heard about the group, the infamous, the infamous group chat. But but now look, and I'm just glad that I was able to get everybody in, because I know I can't remember who it was that told me, like, look, we can't decide who's it gonna be. Can we all just show up? I said, yeah, gone. I was really expecting about 10 of y'all to show up. I was like, look, we're gonna have to piece this thing, somehow. But yeah, to be able to go ahead and get everybody in at one time is dope, and just to hear the different perspectives, because all of y'all are your own individual persons. Although y'all have the same goals and vision as far as a whole, but everybody individually has a different story to tell. Are y'all from Houston?
Well, actually, I'm from Central America.
Okay.
Yes,
What part?
Guatemala.
Oh, okay. We met some Guatemalans. How do you say it?
Guatemaltecos.
Guatemala.
Or Guatemalan. Yeah.
I don't think I've laughed this much in an interview in a while. We normally laugh a lot, but I love the back and forth. It's cool. But anyway, there's a lot of y'all like in Canada.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
yeah, that's where the girl Georgia, that's where she's originally from.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, what part of Canada? Because
She's no.
Guatemalteca. No, the reason is because when we first started the show, we had an artist. He goes by Duende. I don't know if that's his real name, but Duende Tukler or something like that. He's like, oh, I'm a Latino in Canada. He's from like Toronto. I said, that's crazy, but he's from Guatemala. Then I met and then he linked up with another young lady out there. She goes by Just Do It, Mommy. She's from Montreal, and she's from Guatemala too. I said, oh, wow, that's crazy. And so I did an interview with them over IG Live, and then they came to Houston like later that we hyped up Houston so much. and I was like, yeah, whenever you get a chance, come down. We got you. She came 2 days later, her and her fiance. Yeah. So we showed them around. We took them to, y'all know the Pachucos?
Yes.
In Pasadena. Yeah, they had an event out there, and I took them out there, and showed them around, and they loved it. She bought some stuff from she loves the culture,
Right.
the clothes, all of that. So that kind of so now when you talk about Guatemala, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of them.
I know any other Guatemalans in the lowrider scene.
She's like, I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey. And apparently, I'm the first female Italian lowrider, so.
Italian.
Go.
And a lot of
Okay.
people don't know that. A lot of people
Oh.
just assume she's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Houston, everybody Mexican, right?
Exactly.
Everybody's Hispanic or Mexican. I don't care if you're from Colombia. Do we want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Shout out to my husband.
Oh man, I fucking love this. I don't know what that has to do with the Lowrider Club. She.
I mean,
Hey, look, man. Look, I don't even know where I was going with that either.
Oh my God.
Okay, small water break.
Yes.
So how long? A little over a year, right? Or has it been a year? When was the
Yeah,
1 year?
It was in January we completed a year.
Did y'all do something? Did y'all have like a?
We did. We went out to eat and hung out, and we're planning our first car show. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so-
Well, if y'all need a sponsor, or if you want me to come do interviews,
That is awesome. I
we
love
just
that.
we just did that this Sunday. We were at in Pasadena at the Hidden Garden, and we interviewed a lot of the small business, the vendors, you know, the
Yeah.
pop up market. So you know that's something that I love to
I'll
do.
take you up on that.
Cool,
I
cool.
will too, because I got a show coming up on March 30th.
Now, hold on, I ain't say all that. Now, look, hold on.
Hold on, let me put my plug in there real quick.
I thought we'll talk about the one. No, I'm kidding. Look, let me know about the details. You know, we are yeah. Now I would love to continue to support, not only support, but show my support by working together.
Right.
You know, in
Exactly.
some kind of capacity and whatnot. Because you know, I mean, I love what y'all do. I love the vibes, and I feel like we've been cool. Like I know
I know,
we
like-
we just met, but I feel like we just been homies for the longest. You know, because we sitting here cracking jokes, and that quesadilla one, she off the chain, man. That's her name too on
Yep,
Instagram.
yep.
So now I know where the name came
Yes.
from.
Oh, yeah.
So what are the if you can talk about like future plans for the car club? Where do you see it? You know, in another 5 years from now.
Well, honestly, I see it as, we're inspiring, the next generation. And I know that for sure, we're going to get bigger. And that's the goal,
Yeah.
to reach as many women. I have my eye on a few, and I want to make sure that we can get them. There's a few that are in car clubs, so we're respecting the fact that they're in their car club.
Yeah.
But
We'll get them out.
exactly, we'll find a way.
Let me know how we'll roll with y'all. We'll all roll up there. We're like
Right.
20 deep. Hey, you gonna come over here?
Yeah. Yeah, so no, that's definitely what I see. And, like I said, just continue to inspire the next generation, keep, motivating each other. It's a good support group, and then we go out and we all, hang out. We all go.
I can
cruising,
imagine what that's like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a party all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this is any indication, I can imagine what that's just on another level type of
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's fun. We get to talk, every day. Like it was mentioned before, we're all professionals, so we love to help people. I stay busy. I'm making sure that I'm with the club. I make sure that I work in PI, in personal injury, for over 10 years. So have
I thought you were
clients.
gonna say you were a private investigator. I was like, whoa, wait.
That's the side.
I think on the side we all are.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, is that who was following me? I'm like, damn, no.
But at the end of the day, we
Yes.
all gotta make money because doing what we do is
It's
Yeah.
expensive.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's the same with us, you know, here at the talk show. Like all this costs money, and for the most part, you know, when you're starting off, you got to fund everything yourself. You know, you got to put up your own bread. And to be honest, it's really nothing like doing that though. Like to me at least, because no one can tell me any different, you know, of how I run things because I'm the one. If this fails, it fails because of me,
That's true.
and whatnot. So you know, although it's hard, you know, it's a challenge, but you know, but to be in anything for at least a year is an accomplishment in itself because a lot of people don't even relationships don't even last that damn long. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 months in, they're like, you
you
know,
gotta apply that pressure on yourself because
yeah,
if you don't apply that pressure and feel that sense of like people are depending on me, they're looking at
Yeah.
me, waiting for me to fail, that's pressure for me
Yeah.
to keep going.
Yeah.
yeah. So I admire what y'all are doing because again, it's not easy. And then it's like, there's who else is really doing this,
Right.
right? I mean, out there, who's you know, as far as women go. So I think what's one piece of advice that any young lady or any woman that's thinking about wanting to get into the car scene, they might be watching that when this airs, they'll be watching this like, yo, how do I get with them? Like, what advice would y'all give them?
And honestly, I think that, throughout the years, there's been, a lot of, kids, little girls and, different people that just get motivated, inspired. I have a lot of friends that tell me, my daughter thinks you're the coolest. And I'm like, that is so cute, So to me, it's like, I love that. And my advice to them would be, just always follow your heart, do what makes you happy. Don't be afraid. And, live each day like it's your last day,
Awesome.
Tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's gone. So just do what you like to do, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
People are always there to help. There's always going to be people, motivating you, people like supporting you. So and we're here in the community. So whatever you need, you want to come hang out. We, always bring like lawn chairs, and we're very welcoming to anybody. So, if they want to come and hang out and, learn and ask questions, I mean, take pictures of the car, whatever, sit
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
car. I don't care. You can, I'm always by myself in the car. So if somebody wants to roll and sit down in the car and come on, let's go,
All right, I'll be out there right now.
Yeah. Yes.
What you got to say, Miss Lindsay?
I would say, truthfully, I mean, if it's something that you want to do and you've got the passion for it, but you don't know where to start, just ask. Ask anybody. You can ask one of the guys, you can ask one of the girls. You don't have to be rich or be someone special to be able to have a car, to put it out on the street, to cruise, anything like that. It's if you've got a passion for it, it'll happen.
I
Maybe slowly, but it'll happen.
I love that because as a father, I have two daughters, and to be able to see that, the women empowerment aspect of it, I think is so dope because I feel like our youth need that.
Exactly.
In the last week or so, I've had parents who have children artists have reached out to me about my platform, about maybe doing a show, and it's been quite a few that have hit me up. So I'm kind of like, well, is this a sign that I'm probably start working with kids or put on a show for you, with where it's all youth. We do have our maybe you guys can come out to our toy drive this year and bring the cars out and watch what we do. Powder was at the last one we just did in December. Gave away like what was it, like 6 bikes, 3 scooters, and a gang of toys. We made sure everybody that was there got a toy, and then we donated the rest to Unique Student Ministries.
Okay.
But we're about giving back to the community as well. It's easy to sit here and talk about entrepreneurship and being your own boss and making money or whatever. But at the end of the day, what are you doing with any of that? What are you doing with the platform that you got? Are you giving back? Are you leading the way? Are you leading by example? Like that's an important part. It's kind of like you said, earlier about just do what kind of makes you happy. Do step out of your comfort zone. And especially the don't be afraid to ask questions. I think y'all can agree as far as that's a big issue. I think people don't want to say nothing, right?
It can be very intimidating. It really can. I mean, because uh, even with just social media itself, it really does like knock down your personality and makes you feel kind of like, well, am I good enough to talk to somebody? What if they don't want to talk to me? Absolutely shouldn't be like that. Never be afraid. And if they're going to be rude and not answer your question, then find somebody else, But yeah, anybody that ever wants to get started or just has a question or just wants to cruise with us, we're honestly nice. most of the time, we're pretty nice. So
Okay.
Yes. No, and it's same thing. Like I said, definitely we're very welcoming to anybody that wants to come hang out, ask questions, and that's the whole purpose of building the founding this car club. Like to me, it was like we want to do something so where people feel like it's their comfort zone. They can come in and ask questions. They can come in and just have a good time.
Yeah.
That's all I mean, literally, that's all we do is just
it is.
go cruise, park, and have a great time.
Nice. How many cars? How many cars are in the club currently?
Right now we have 6.
6. What are they?
So Lindsay,
I have a 1978 Ford Thunderbird Diamond Jubilee Edition.
Ooh, that sound dope. I don't even know what that is. But that sound.
It's got
Yeah.
beadwork. I made my own custom chandelier.
Oh, you got a chandelier in your car?
I made it.
Wow. Yeah, we got. All right, look, we gonna put. Is there somewhere where they could see like the cars like on Instagram? Is it on the Instagram page?
Paradise
Okay.
Club.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description to the page where they can just go to it and they can see the different cars. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and so we got that. What else do we have in the club?
I have a 1964 Chevy Impala.
Ooh.
Yes.
I figured that. I seen the cup. I seen the Impala on the cup, and I was like, she must have an Impala.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Just a wild guess, but I don't know.
Yes, and then we have Erica's.
I have a 1966 Cadillac DeVille convertible, red.
Cool.
And then we have quesadillas.
Yes.
She's got a Lincoln. It's what year?
I was like, don't tell me it's a quesadilla or something like the paint is like a quesadilla.
That would be a
Yeah.
good idea. No, her
It's a
car
hot
is.
burrito.
Maybe like a 94.
I think so.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she
It's-
just recently got it painted.
Beautiful.
It's pink. It's pretty.
Paint out of all of that.
Mhm.
Nice.
She just recently got it.
Yeah,
painted.
okay,
And she
okay.
did it.
And she did it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Like I believe it.
She has a 1990s
What do y'all find is like the biggest like obstacle in what y'all are doing right now, or if y'all have encountered one? If because I know it's still kind of fairly new, so the
Yeah.
things usually are pretty good that first year or two or whatever the case might be. But if there's an obstacle, I think someone mentioned earlier about the money aspect of it. Putting money into your vehicle,
Yeah.
um, or what else could you all add to that?
Honestly, I don't think that I would say that there's any obstacles because honestly, everybody's like I said, like I've been in the car scene for this long, and everybody's just been so like helpful with like
Yeah,
advice and guiding you and saying, hey, so and so can do it, and you can go here to this shop and get this. So and everything's gonna be a project car. Like you're never gonna have a car and you're just gonna be like done. It takes time. It's a project, so it's not a rush. So I think that, and you enjoy the process.
yeah,
And building your car, you're just like, oh, I can do this, and there's so many things that you can do to a car so everything, yeah.
I would say honestly, just hoping that nobody ever underestimates you just because you're a female.
yeah.
Truthfully,
Okay.
that's really it. But so far, nobody really has. I think we've really proved our point.
And
I,
even when I started the club, I said, I have so many people to thank, and like I said, we have so much support in the community
Yes.
that when I first decided to start this, I said I want to go and talk to like the OGs in the car community, not because I of permission or anything like that, but because I wanted like their blessing to say, hey, this is what I want to do. So I went to many different, OGs in the community, and I said, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. Everybody gave me nothing but props. Everybody was like, do it. You've been in the game for a long time. You need to do this. You have our support
yeah.
100%. We're gonna be right there. And they gave me advice, and they guided me to this day. You know what I mean? Like they still like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you gonna do next to the car? Like, why is this not in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they push you. They push me.
Yeah.
And they hold me accountable for it. So and I thank them because it's all love. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
it's
Well,
so
when it comes from a place of love, you can't do really nothing. But like I appreciate anybody that's real with me.
exactly.
I don't like yes men or women to agree with everything
Yeah.
because sometimes I'll say some dumb shit like the idea might be stupid. Oh, that's a great idea. Like, no, it's not. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Why you lying to
Why'd
me?
you let me do that?
Yeah, why'd you let me do that? So nah, I mean, that's something that's dope to me. I like that you have that open mind to be able to take, because as you know, as being the lead or the head of something, you're gonna always catch the
I do.
heat.
That's what I tell them. I'm like, you guys don't know. I
Yeah,
was like, they come up to me and they're like, well, why is this like this? And why did you not do this? Or why, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I get it. And like I said, it's all coming from a place of love. So I always take it and I'm like, okay, let me learn from it. They're, guiding me through this and it's all respect too, so.
I think when you do everything on the up and up, you won't even have to worry about nobody
Right.
coming to try, because one thing about me, I don't have no problem explaining why I did something. Like if we have an event coming up, right, and I make the lineup for the artists to perform. Somebody may not like where they're placed on the on the card or whatever, but I don't have a problem saying why I did that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, but I haven't had that happen to me, so maybe they know better. Like, nah,
Right.
let me not even, because you could not perform. Like, you let me know. Like, you can either perform at this time or you can just go home. So. And it's not trying to be an ass. It's just like, bro, it's just the way I do things. Like I have a reasoning behind it, and I'm sure you kind of think the same way
Exactly.
with the decisions you make. So, man, I would say it's been a pleasure to have y'all here, man. I really love
Yes.
y'all and what y'all do. A much uh more of a respect, for what y'all do, because again, it's not easy. It's not something that every day. I don't think I've ever had anybody that came in, a female came in and talk about cars. I didn't even know what the hell y'all was talking about. I'm like, man, I don't know what any of that is. I was just, I was like, I had to Google that. I was recording everything. I said, man, I'm gonna Google that car. Two things before we head out.
Yes.
Dream car. Besides what you already have, what's the dream car? I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna give you. Y'all can't see Erica, but she's over here. If you want to slide in somewhere,
Ready.
look, you can put her in the middle. Put her in the middle.
Come here.
Got it.
So I honestly think that this whole time all I wanted was an Impala. So I think that I feel blessed because I feel like I have my dream car.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would change is if I can make it a convertible.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna say
Put her on the spot.
Right.
right. The pressure's on. Probably a Riviera. Yeah,
Nice.
I think so. I like the curvature of that car. So
Eric.
So I know I'm gonna get some shit for this.
Uh-oh.
I know. But right now, if somebody told me you can have the car that you want, I think I'm gonna have to go with the 1986 Cutlass, all original, but with hydraulics.
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
that's nice.
Nice.
Pastel colored, maybe like a mint color, or maybe like a pastel pink color, but all original. Just so cute.
She's over there getting excited, like, yo, it's out.
Planned out.
She's already
Guys,
designing it,
She
you know.
wants a G body. Yeah.
I've been wanting something smaller because we have, between me and my other half, we have big cars. 2 big body Cadillacs, 64 Eldorado convertible, 66 DeVille convertible, 72 Monte Carlo. These are all big cars, 24 feet long. I mean, and plus, 24-foot long plus. So to me, I just think to be a little bit more feminine, I want something a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Body. Something that can bounce. I mean, the cars bounce, but something that's really gonna like boom, 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 boom.
Whatever that is.
Gonna do something.
Dope. For me, I know nobody asked me, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. It's a Chevy Impala, like a super sport, the 90.
90s, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are nice.
Those
Yeah.
are very
Those are
nice.
gangster.
Like, just
I
like,
those
like
with the
those.
big wheels though.
yeah. I
The
mean,
big
you got the big wheels, black, like real. I'm very simple. Like, I'm very, it's such a beautiful car. So before we head out, any last minute shout outs?
Well,
Whoever-
shout out honestly to, like I said, all the homies. I can't even start saying names. There's way too many.
Bring it down some.
And
Down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just so many that I want to shout out, but just to our community, for being so supportive, and shout out to everybody that believes in us, everybody that supports us, and our family, because honestly, they are proud of us, and they continue to, push us. So, yeah.
I'm gonna shout out to my husband because he's the one that keeps me going for sure and keeps my car going. So shout out to Johnny, and he's a member of Chicano Boulevard. So shout out to them too. They always welcome me at their events and stuff. And also shout out to all the little girls out there that maybe one day want to do the same thing.
Dope.
Like I said, if we're ever out, you see us. I love when people take pictures in my car. So definitely come up to us. We're totally down for it.
I'm giving a shout out to Vicky.
Yes, shout out to
putting
Vicky.
this together
Nice.
because I have never been more happier in my life. Shout out to my husband Rolando, who is my mentor and my number one supporter. He is the ultimate lowrider. If you could say that somebody was the ultimate lowrider in my eyes, it would be him. And he teaches me so much, and he inspires me to do more and to put more out there. He doesn't like to be in the limelight. He's like, you do it. So to me, I shout out him so much because he's so smart. He's just everything to me. But also to I want to give a shout out to Powder for putting us on with
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Powder for putting us on with you because that's my homegirl right there. She is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
She's so humble, and we just click.
Yeah.
That's my homegirl, and
Check out her music.
I appreciate you for bringing us.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very
are
much.
so easy to talk to. I love this interview.
Yes.
I'm blushing.
I
I'm
wanna,
blushing.
like, spread the word to everybody because I want everybody to see this video because it truly gives the eye onto us of what we're about. Each individually so individual, but at the same time the same. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm glad the camera wasn't on me because I was blushing. Nah, again, thank you, ladies, for coming out, and much success and many blessings to you guys. And again, anything that our brand can do for you guys, I mean, don't hesitate to ask, reach out. You know, again, the event that you guys are having, let me know. We'll come out. You know, and like I said, even if we do interviews or whatever.
I do have one more shout out.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out to myself because my
Yeah.
husband and I put on a show called Pistons and Paws.
Okay.
All proceeds go back this year to South Houston Animal Shelter.
Nice.
Big car show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
big car show. It's going to be at Winters Bar in Pasadena, and it's March 30th from noon to 5. So
y'all-
all
Okay.
cars, motorcycles, lowriders, pedal cars, anything, everyone's welcome.
Whatever you got.
So yeah, shout out to that.
Yes.
All right, man. Well, again, thank you guys for tuning into another edition of TDM Talk. This was such a dope episode. Well, they all are, but I'm biased. So we'll put a link in the description where you can follow Queen's Paradise Car Club, and you know, and then from there you'd be able to find each of their profiles. If you want to follow any of them, you can.
Thank you.
Do not stalk them. Do not ask them, you know, crazy questions. Let them know that, you know, that they if they inspire you to do something, man, you know, hey, reach out, let them know because I heard a lot of gems. I heard a lot of great advice for the women out there, the young ladies. Not just that, but even some of you guys can hear this, man, you know, and check it out. So shout out to our viewers in the UK and Canada, and man, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Get us to that where we can get monetized. Like, I'm talking money now. Yeah, I'm trying to get paid. Look, I'm trying to get paid. Y'all want to hit the Cash App? You can. Shout out to Bianca with Graceful Bee Creations for this lovely speaker cup with the logo that was gifted to me. Shout out to our sponsor, Barrio Land, their drinks. If one of y'all want one after, you can have one. Shout out to my boy Ramon for this cool design of our logo. Shout out to Anna, Jay Vaz, and especially you ladies, the Queen's Paradise Car Club, everybody that watches and tunes in. And until next time, man, we are Them Damn Mexicans.